Bonjour à tous, привет, konnichiwa. So welcome back again. My name is Jesse, and in today's wonderful discussion, we're talking about a very important topic about the 4 great lessons that we can learn from small things, right? Great lessons from 4 small things. So what are these small things that we can learn from? Okay, the first one is this verse. It says that there be 4 things which are little upon the earth, right? There are 4 things which are little upon the earth, but they are exceedingly wise. They are exceedingly skillful. They are exceedingly skillful. This verse is from Proverbs. The first one is an ant, right? Everybody knows what an ant is. The next one is a coney. A coney is the same as like a badger or a rabbit, right? This is how a badger looks like. And the next one is a locust, right? Just like a locust is the same as a grasshopper. They are not different. They're the same thing. They are very nutritious. And then the next one is a spider or a lizard, right? They are the same word. The word used there is the same, similar for spider and then as a lizard. Everybody knows what a spider is. Now let's see what are these lessons that we can learn from these things. Okay, the first one is from the ant. So from this picture, we can see that an ant has the capacity to carry things greater than itself. Research says that ants have the capacity to carry 10 times their weight. They're able to carry 10 times their weight. So we can see an ant, a small, minute ant, carrying something bigger than itself. So the lesson we can learn from an ant is that they are not strong, but they're able to prepare their food in the summer. So the lesson is you don't need to be stronger to get your provision. You rather need to be smarter. You don't need to be stronger to be able to, physical strength, to be able to get your provision, be able to get your meat, be able to get your provision, to make money, to do anything. You rather need to be smarter. And how to become smarter? By knowing by understanding time, by understanding how to use your time. So that the ants have been able to learn that there are 4 seasons. After every spring, there's going to be summer. After summer, there's going to be autumn, and then there's going to be what? Winter. So because of that, they plan ahead, and then they prepare. So in life, there are 2 people. There are those that prepare and plan well, and because of that, because they prepare and plan well, they enjoy in life in the future. And there are those who do not prepare and plan, and then they have to prepare. So either you start preparing now and planning now so that you enjoy later, or you don't prepare and you don't plan now, and later you spend your time repairing from the mistakes you did. You saying that, oh, I wish I knew this. So it's better you stay on the side of preparation and planning now and doing it now, so that in the future you'll not be preparing those things that you should be enjoying at that time. So that's the lesson we can learn from the ant. It doesn't take you don't need to be stronger to get your provision. Rather, you need to be smarter by understanding the time and by preparing and by planning. There's also one discovery that we can learn from an ant, that when an ant finds food, right, it tastes of the food, and then it makes sure that it lets other people also, the other ants, get to that food. How does it do that? It leaves trace by leaving pheromones on its part, so that the other ants can be able to follow through. That explains why when you see an ant finding food, the next time you see the ant, you see that a lot of ants are following that same path to get that particular food, because they document their paths. They document the lessons they learned. They document the strategies they took, the path they took by leaving pheromones. So one of the things that save you of time, is to document the lessons you learn, to make sure that whatever you learn, whatever you get a lesson from, whatever you got your provision, you make sure that it is simple in such a way that you can repeat it, you can follow it, and to save you a lot of time. That is still about planning. So the lesson we can learn from an ant is that you don't need to be stronger to get your provision. Rather, you need to be smarter by preparing and by knowing how to use your time. The next thing is a coney. A coney is just like a rabbit or a badger. From the picture here, they are very, very feeble. They are sweet according to some people. So because of that, hawks and then foxes like them. But because they don't have a skill to protect them, they don't have like powerful stuff to protect them, they use their environment to their advantage. They are feeble, but they leverage their environment. They dig holes into rocks. The rock is stronger and firmer than them, but they use the little strength they have to dig holes into rocks, to hide in the soil, to hide in rocks, so that they are protected from foxes, they are protected from hawks, and protected from all predators. So they're able to leverage their environment. So the lesson we can learn from conies and from rabbits and from badgers is you have to leverage your environment. Use your environment to your advantage. You may not be stronger enough, you may be feeble, you may be weak in an area, but capitalize on those that are strong. Find security in things that are stronger than you. Find security in the rock, which is Christ. which can also mean Christ. So the lesson is that leverage your environment, use your environment to your advantage. Do not reinvent the wheel, rather improve on the wheel. Okay. The next animal is the locust. So what is the locust? The locust is the same as the grasshopper. They are just like the ants, right? And then since they are just like the ant, they are social beings, social organisms, social beings, but they are very, very solitary. You hardly see locusts together, like two or three. They are always one. But in a times of stress, they are able to unite together. They do not have a king over them. They only have queens. Just like an ant. Ants don't have kings. They only have queens. And the queen is just for reproduction, not for rulership, not for leadership. But in a time of stress, the locusts are able to join together, able to unite their forces, able to work together, put their energies together and destroy a lot of things and do a lot of things. That explains why the plague of locusts in the time of Moses. They're able to unite together and destroy stuff. According to a research, say that when they are united together, when they are one, they can't do a lot, but when they are united together, they can destroy about 20 acres of land. Destroy, make it, if it's green, they can just chew all of them away. That is the power of unity. That is the power of synergy and teamwork. One shall chase 1,000, but two shall chase 10,000. The next lesson we can learn is from the spider or the lizard. You can easily catch the spider, but you always realize that the spiders, although you can easily catch them, they are found in the high places, right? You see them in the corner of your room. You see them in even like lizards. Lizards can easily catch lizards, but you see them in places that you never even expect of. The reason is that they are creative, like the spider. All that the spider needs for food and everything, it creates from itself. It creates a web. The same web is used as shelter. The same web is used as protection. The same web is used to feed. It creates all these things from itself. That is creativity. So the lesson we can learn from the spider or from the lizard is that people can compete with you, right? But they should not be able to overtake you. They should not be able to outdo your creativity. You should continually be creative, no matter the case. You should be continually creative. So these are the 4 lessons we can learn from them. Again, there are another lesson we can learn, another level of lesson we can learn. God has placed these 4 creatures in the world to teach us some things about these things. So let's go into that. So let us summarize the lessons that we can learn from these 4 small things. So the first lesson we can learn from an ant is that we should learn about time, how to use our time properly, how to be able to plan, how to be able to prepare. As you already learned that those that prepare very well in this life are those that are going to enjoy in the future. If you don't prepare well, you are going to be spending the rest of your life repairing the things that you're supposed to be enjoying now. So one thing that we can learn from an ant is about time, how to use our time very well, and how to be able to prepare well, preparation, which is very, very important. Again, the next lesson we can learn from the conies is about environment, how to use your environment to your advantage, how to leverage your environment to your benefit, how to use your environment as a protection. That is one thing that we learn. They are not strong, but be able to use the environment as a means of protection. Again, the next lesson you can learn from the locust is partnership, energy, and then partnership. The locusts, as you already learned, that although they are social beings, but they are very, very solitary. They work by themselves. But when they are under stress or when something happens, they can partner with one another to join forces, to join their energy, to be able to do whatever they want to accomplish. And then the last thing we can learn from the spider is position, how to use your creativity to be able to position yourself well. The Bible said that see a man skillful in his deeds, he shall find himself before with great men. So in the same way, these are the lessons that we can learn. So from the ant, we should learn about how to use our time well and how to prepare. From the conies, how to capitalize and leverage on our environment and how to use our environment as a protection. From the locust, energy and then partnership. And then from the lizard or the spider, creativity, and then how to use our creativity to be able to position us well above competition. So these are the lessons that we can learn from these small living things that are in this planet. Thank you and stay blessed.